Coming up on Fulton Today, Fulton's district attorney goes one-on-one about how his office is attempting to break the cycle of crime.
Commissioners and the Atlanta Board of Education meet to discuss a number of topics, including the county's process of collecting tax bills. I'm Brian Robinson, and I'll have a full report.
And Fulton leaders celebrate the kickoff of the county's historic Courthouse restoration project. That and much more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Fulton commissioners and the Atlanta Board of Education hold a special called meeting to discuss how the collection of taxes impacts the services Atlanta Public Schools offers its students and its teachers. FGTV's Brian Robinson joins us now with more on this story. Brian?
Shania, the meeting began with an APS progress report that highlighted the organization's success since the cheating scandal of over a decade ago. However, APS officials say that progress cannot continue without the help of the county's tax collection process.
And I'm hoping that we will have a very, very productive discussion because we all serve the same constituents.
The discussion consisted of 5 topics for the special called meeting, but it was property taxes that dominated most of the conversation.
It gave us the time to talk about some issues of mutual concern. And for that reason, it was productive. We clarified their position on certain issues. They now understand where we are on some of those same positions.
So July is ideal.
That's the chair of Atlanta's Board of Education giving feedback as to the timing of when notices of assessments and tax bills are sent out so that cash flow for APF services is not affected. When asked if the ability to apply for homestead exemptions or appeal an assessment notice online has helped increase the time for tax bills to be mailed, Fulton's finance team explained the time frame has decreased. However, outside factors still prevent the county from sending bills out earlier.
I think it might be really good to end our conversation on what I think is a positive note, which is our partnership with APS.
Fulton's chief operating officer announced the Board of Commissioners has allocated $250,000 to help APS fund 4 programs they have identified as a need: mental health, school culture and climate, student attendance, and student achievement. The COO also said APS and Fulton schools are working with the county's libraries to allow students to use their student IDs as library cards. Despite the seriousness of some of the topics and conversations, both sides agree the meeting did go well.
I think it went very well. We cannot continue to make the progress that we're making without strong governmental partners like Fulton County.
This has just been an outstanding meeting to address the need for us to partner and collaborate and communicate with each other more.
We are doing new work together that we've never done before across Atlanta Public Schools, and so I was encouraged. We had at least 5 really tough topics to work through today, and to their credit, everybody was fully engaged, completely participatory and transparent.
No time frame has been set for the next meeting. Now, after the meeting, Chairman Rob Pitt said the next step is to immediately implement some of the ideas that were discussed. Meeting sooner rather than later allows for both sides to present a strong showing with meeting with state legislators early next year. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Brian Robinson.
Thank you, Brian. Meanwhile, the county's plan to make sure Fulton's census count is as accurate and complete as possible, well, it continues. Inside the Roswell City Hall, Fulton's Census 2020 Complete Count Committee met for a second time to discuss the strategies that will be used to get people to fill out that census form.
Social media is one of those platforms that will be vital to this campaign, as well as this committee, so we'll be utilizing those platforms as well.
Now, since an accurate count will determine how much federal dollars the county receives, Fulton leaders are asking residents to raise their hands and be counted.
It is very important. It seems more so than ever that we all stand up and be counted. We're talking about $675 billion being allocated over the next 10 years. The money does not follow the need. You may have a need in your community, but you've got to document that with the numbers. The money follows the numbers.
Census representatives say the participation of each resident will equate to roughly $1,600 for government programs and services that directly impact Georgians. The 2020 census will mark the first time people can respond online. You can expect to receive an invitation to participate by April 1st. Fulton County's district attorney wants to put an end to the juveniles who are repeatedly committing crimes and ending up as defendants in the cases his office is forced to prosecute. Paul L. Howard Jr., with the support of Fulton commissioners, is hoping that this Project Level Up program will help to address the crimes that are plaguing many of our communities. Mr. Howard now joins us to explain how this program works. Sir, it's good to see you back on Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania. Thank you for having me.
All right, well, first things first, please explain how Project Level Up will work.
People wanted this progression of arrests by juveniles to be substantially reduced or eliminated. And that's what Project Level Up is designed to do. Project Level Up is designed to provide substantial intervention to those juveniles who've already been arrested 3 or more times.
And you've got some organizations who are assisting. Tell us about that.
First of all, the Fulton County Public Defender's Office will be working with the DA's office to sit down and make a decision not regarding punishment, but some kind of treatment of this juvenile and participation with the juvenile's family that will keep that juvenile from being rearrested. One of the kinds of intervention that will take place is there will be a program that will transport juveniles from their homes to school and from school to those service agencies. And we've already gotten the support of the Atlanta Police Foundation, the At Promise Center, the YMCA, and the Kevin Willis Foundation. They will be participating with us. Now, one of the major things that we're going to be doing is that we're going to provide mentors for each one of the 132 youngsters that we've already identified. We have been able to solicit and gain the support of 11 area churches that are going to be working with us, providing those mentors. In addition to the mentors, we're going to be putting together an extensive family intervention project. And one of the leaders in this project is a group called Greater Works, and it is one of the Fulton County nonprofits that the county has funded, designed to help young people stop juvenile repeat offender problems.
And were you surprised about the public support you received during the August board meeting?
I was gratified by the support, but I'm not surprised because since we have been working on this project, since 2016, we've had a lot of public support. The community residents are really tired and frustrated because they believe that something should happen, and I think this commission hearing gave them an opportunity to publicly voice that frustration.
And Mr. Howard, close it out for us.
This is going to be tough. We don't believe that any other jurisdiction has attempted to put together this kind of program, but with the cooperation of the County Commission, particularly with Commissioner Hall, the cooperation of the Public Defender, and recently we've had the Juvenile Court to come forward announcing that they will work with us with this project. I believe that by working together, even though it's difficult, I believe that we can be successful.
Fulton County District Attorney Paul L. Howard Jr., great information. Congratulations to you, sir, and we hope the program is a success.
Thank you so much for having me.
The process to restore one of the county's most iconic buildings is underway.
Dos, uno.
Commissioners, county leaders, employees, and residents joined together to celebrate the kickoff of the restoration project of the Lewis R. Slayton Fulton County Courthouse. Part of the county's urban redevelopment bond, the $19 million project will maintain the building's historic status by restoring and repairing its exterior.
We're all very excited about it, and I think particularly our justice partners who of course work here every day, and some of the judges that were mentioned today are historic figures. I think it's really, again, a phenomenal event.
The historic building's roof will also be restored to its original form. The Fulton County Courthouse was built over 100 years ago and is on the National Register of Historic Places.
This building has housed some of the legal luminaries of Georgia, famous judges like Charlie Carnes, Isaac Jenrette, Clarence Cooper. Some of them have their name on some of the buildings here now, and others moved on to federal service. But this has been the genesis of some of the more important cases decided in the state of Georgia. It's a beautiful building. Back when it was built, it was surrounded by green space rather than loud motorcycles and buses. But it's a wonderful thing that the county is investing the money that's needed to restore this to its former beauty.
The entire project is expected to take approximately 2 years. North Fulton residents are invited to speak about the treatment of their water supply. The Department of Public Works hosts a community meeting at the Chattahoochee Nature Center to discuss expansion of the Big Creek Water Reclamation Facility. Guests were given an update on the project progress and a timeline and benefits of the expansion. They also got to offer their input Public Works staff says is valuable.
We wanted to make sure they understood that we were taking measures to address the odor and addressing the noise so they would not even know they're living next to a wastewater treatment plant.
The Big Creek Water Reclamation Facility project will upgrade and expand the facility from 24 to nearly 40 million gallons per day to meet the projected wastewater treatment demands from future growth. Construction will begin this fall as the contractor prepares the site for the new facility. And still to come on Fulton Today, Fulton residents join with elected officials for an evening of food, music, and friendly competition, all for a good cause. It's part of our district by district coverage next. Fulton commissioners support diverse filmmakers during a milestone anniversary of a prominent film festival and also literally run for a good cause. Here's this week's district by district coverage. The District 2 commissioner laces up his running shoes to support one of his elected colleagues in North Fulton. The commissioner and a team of Fulton employees hit the streets for the Alpharetta Mayor's Corporate Challenge.
I had an opportunity to be part of this in past years, and now it's great to be part of it with our extended sort of Fulton County family. It's a great event. It's a great venue for it. A lot of the community comes out for Alpharetta for it. We got food trucks, we got music, and it's just going to be a good time.
Fulton County government and staffers from various county departments provided information on county services in addition to taking part in the race.
Through our wellness committee, we have sponsored 40 runners for this race. There is a huge Fulton County presence here. We've got arts and culture. We've got Anthem, our benefits provider. We've got the library here, we've got communications and many other Fulton County departments taking advantage of this tremendous opportunity to engage with Alpharetta constituents.
The Mayor's Corporate Challenge raises over $100,000. The funds are used to support nonprofits that make a difference in the lives of homeless children, mothers, and families by providing transitional housing, life skills training, budgeting, and vocational training. Fulton County leaders celebrate the voices of diverse filmmakers during the 10th annual Bronze Lens Festival. Fulton's film division, in addition to its county film liaisons, attended the Women's Superstar Luncheon and Awards program where some of the industry's top filmmakers and producers were honored.
We could not be more thrilled with the reception, with the wonderful reactions that people have had to Bronze Lens. They've learned something. They've been educated, they've been empowered, and they've been entertained over these past 5 days.
The star-studded affair was just one of the many events of the 5-day festival, some of which were held in Fulton County venues.
They've done great work. They've sustained that work over the last 10 years. And so it was important for us to be a part, to let them know that we are here to support them and that we look forward to the next 10 years.
I, too, had the pleasure of serving on behalf of the Fulton Films office and joining representatives from the state of Georgia, the city of Atlanta, and DeKalb County for a panel discussion about the status of production in Georgia. The Bronze Lens Festival features the work of diverse filmmakers and is an official Academy qualifying festival for short films. The festival wrapped up another successful year at the Southwest Art Center with 3 screenings for the Cinema and Social Justice Sunday event. In all, the festival featured 100 film screenings. District 6 voters have more locations to early vote this week. After county residents asked Fulton's Board of Registration and Election members to offer more location options, well, the board did. The 2 additional early voting sites are the East Point Library Branch on Main Street in East Point and the C.T. Martin Natatorium and Recreation Center on M.L. King Jr. Drive in Atlanta. These sites will be open in addition to the 3 early voting locations already in place for the election. That's the Fairburn Library, the Fulton County Government Center, and the South Fulton Service Center. The special election is for the County Commission District 6 and the Atlanta School Board District 2 races. For more information, visit FultonElections.com. And coming up next on Fulton Today, Fulton's health team helps expecting and new mothers learn about the benefits of breastfeeding. Stay with us, everybody. Fulton County receives a $2.5 million federal grant for a minority AIDS initiative. The Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities, in collaboration with the Fulton County Board of Health, has been given the funds to serve minority men with HIV and those at high risk.
We're excited about the fact that we have the opportunity to address individuals at high risk of contracting HIV and or AIDS that may also be suffering with a substance use disorder and or co-occurring disorder. So with this funding, we'll be able to specifically target a population that's at high risk between the ages of 18 and 40, and that's our Black and Latino men that are having sex with men.
The grant Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration provides $500,000 per year for up to 5 years. For more information, you can contact the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities at 404-613-7013. Fulton County is hoping the public will help its employees to save a life later this month. The Government Center headquarters in downtown Atlanta will turn into a blood donation bank, and after a busy summer of national weather disasters, there is definitely a need. Douglas Bell is with Fulton's External Affairs Department and serves as the blood drive coordinator. Welcome back to Fulton Today.
Thank you for having me.
So explain to everybody how Fulton turns into a blood donation bank each quarter.
Well, Shania, the Fulton County Government Center is home to approximately 1,300 employees. So the Red Cross has recognized that this is the perfect opportunity to use our facility as a donation bank each quarter because we have regular donors and they are more than willing to help the cause and donate blood on a quarterly basis.
And Douglas, what all are you all hoping to collect?
This quarter, we are hoping to collect approximately 60 viable pints of blood from our employees, as well as our visiting constituents who come into the building on a daily basis to do county business.
And is there anything people need to do before they donate?
The only thing that people need to donate is to be in good health, and when they come, the nurses on hand who are with the Red Cross will evaluate each prospective donor to make sure that they are eligible to donate on that particular day.
And Douglas, let me get your final thoughts.
We are hoping that we collect more pints that are anticipated, so we just encourage our employees and residents in the downtown area to join us on Thursday, September 26th. And if they are eligible to donate a pint of blood, it will save lives.
All right, Douglas Bell, let's hope people will come and roll up their sleeves. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me.
New mothers are shown some special love for trying to keep their babies healthy. It was Breastfeeding Awareness Appreciation Day at Adamsville Regional Health Center. The salute to the breastfeeding moms included an informative workshop, breastfeeding tips, and helpful conversations with breastfeeding peer counselors and other moms.
When a mom is breastfeeding, she releases oxytocin, which helps her to bond with her baby. So even if the situation is not the greatest, she can just automatically bond with her baby, and her baby gets a hug every time they're fed. So that's for me, one of the greatest benefits of breastfeeding is just establishing that bond for a new mother and a new baby.
Health professionals say breastfeeding is still by far one of the healthiest feeding methods for babies if the mothers are able to offer that as an option. And doctors believe that human milk boosts a baby's immune system, helping the baby to fight viral, bacterial, and parasitic infections. And up next on Fulton Today, a group of inspiring artists show just how creative their young minds can be. Stay with us. Aspiring artists get an opportunity to show off their artistic skills. The girls and boys who participated in the Department of Arts and Culture's Summer Arts program proudly displayed their works at the Abernathy Arts Center in Sandy Springs.
The students have worked all summer long, really hard in different categories: mixed media, clay, cloth, fabric, and these are the results of everything that they put together.
From original paintings to pottery to even sock monkeys, children as young as 7 were happy for visitors to see their work. Parents say they are thankful their children can participate in a program like this during the summer months.
What do you ladies like about the Abernathy Arts Center first?
You can be creative. There's no rules on what art you do, basically.
We have enjoyed the Abernathy Arts Center, both at the summer camps and the fall and spring semester classes. My girls, all 4 of them, have really enjoyed the teachers, the talented teachers who have utter patience for these budding artists. And it really is one of their favorite things to do each summer is take these classes.
The Department of Arts and Culture offers various classes like this for children all year long. To learn more, just log on to fultonarts.org. And finally, as the film industry continues to boom in the county and across the state, a group of adults learns what it takes to actually get into the business. The first class of the Filmmaking 101 Library After Dark filmmaking session was held at the Metropolitan Library. The 12-session course is taught in the evenings by award-winning TV show host and broadcast video production instructor Keisha Lee.
We talked about what's going to be covered in all 12 sessions, and then we got into pre-production tonight, getting the participants all excited about brainstorming their idea, location scouting, completing their scripts and their storyboards and their treatments, and pitching their ideas.
Participants will learn everything there is to know about filmmaking and the filmmaking industry. From pre-production to post-production, there's a whole lot to discuss.
It is something I would definitely refer to my friends, because you had people here that weren't advanced, you had some people that were intermediate, and some people that did know some information. So it was really a melting pot for everybody to kind of learn filmmaking.
I learned that the script is the most important thing. Towards the end, we kind of learned a little bit about storyboarding, so that's actually very important in breaking down the words with the image.
The free class is coming to an end, but is expected to return. If you want more information, you can contact the Metropolitan Library at 404-613-5722. And before we go, our reminder that FGTV wants to connect with you online. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. And you can also watch a replay of this show and any other FGTV program anytime on our YouTube channel, so please subscribe. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.